Oh, hello everyone. Enoch here. In today's stream, we will be doing a horror reaction night once again. The first thing we have tonight here is three true fall horror stories animated. Now I know we're moving a little bit into the winter, but I had this saved on my watch later for a little bit. You're my biggest fan. All right, I guess. The Spirit Halloween Night. That long ass intro.
Around the middle of fall a few years ago, I was working as a cashier at Spirit Halloween, one of a couple of seasonal jobs I switched between. Honestly, Spirit Halloween was my favorite place to work. All I really did was sell parties.
I mean, you don't look like you're really enjoying your time at this Spirit Halloween place, but I know the narrator ain't the same as the person, so I'll let it slide.
Supplies and Halloween stuff. For the most part, the job itself was easy. It's a lot less demanding than working at some place like Walmart or Target, but every job has its bad parts. And for Spirit Halloween, it's the people. Not all of them, just some of them. Like annoying little kids who run around and mess with everything like we're a library of toys. Or the smart-ass guy who thinks it's funny to put on a mask and jump out at people with fake knives in their hands.
Yeah.
Worst of all,
that shit almost got me. I'm not gonna lie, but I would never work at a type of place like this, especially during Halloween time, bro. Like, cause I would just be spooked out. I already be spooked out as is, like just scrolling through TikTok, watching like these Halloween shits, bro. But to actually work there and then your own coworkers playing tricks on you or kids, bro, I could never, bro. Especially night shift, hell no.
it's the thieves. When I first started working there, I didn't expect shoplifting to be much of a problem. Like any big store, we have a no chase policy for liability reasons, but as employees, we're still held accountable for loss of inventory to a degree, so we keep an eye out for suspicious customers. It's better to confront them before they try to leave, and give them a chance to surrender their stolen items before calling the police.
Stealing from a costume place is outrageous,
I was
bro.
working at the register by myself, while my only other coworker on shift was cleaning and stocking. We were both fairly busy with our respective tasks. With mine though, there's lots of little moments of downtime, like waiting for customers to pay and standing there while the system processes. During those little moments, I was keeping an eye out on the other customers walking around. At some point, close to the
Bro, these like, can we do a better job at making these people not so freaking like alien like, bro? Like the way it's making the story so much weirder, the way they're not even like human like, bro. Like her eyes are peeled all the way down there and her mouth is so far fucking out.
Of the night, these two girls walked in together. I didn't want to judge based off looks alone, but they seemed like high school.
But I just judged.
They had backpacks and were on their phones making or watching TikToks. Typically, kids that
So they must have been
no
recent.
money and no regard for consequences. So I suspected they might try and steal makeup or something similar. They were being loud and laughing obnoxiously as well, which was its own reason to keep watch of them. It didn't take long for them to catch me surveilling them, and they gave me some nasty stink eye for it, even talking shit just loud enough for me to hear.
Look at this bitch profiling us. What a loser. I bet she got this job by using her tongue.
At that moment,
Yeah, I would make sure their asses got out of there real quick, bro. That's disrespectful shit. That's one of the most disrespectful things you can say to somebody, bro. Talking about somebody only got a job for slurping up something.
I was too busy to care much more than that as they walked into the rest of the store. I let them go about their business for a while. I decided to casually follow the direction they went in, and it didn't take long to find them. They weren't even trying to hide what they were doing either. They were blatantly stuffing merchandise into their backpacks. I rushed up and confronted them saying,
Excuse me?
Better than me,
I
bro.
just saw you put those things in your bags. Chill out.
You're not gonna change anyone from stealing with that tone of voice, bro.
Lady, we were gonna buy them, we just didn't want to use the baskets.
Yeah.
I've heard that excuse 1,000 times. Just say over what you
Ain't nobody
took,
that stupid.
and I won't call the police. We didn't take anything, so leave us alone, nut licker. Get that shit out of your backpack now.
Wait, hold up. Did we just call her?
Alone, nut licker. Get that shit out of your
Nut
backpack
licker?
now. Make us, bitch.
the girl I was talking to started to run away. And
Hell nah, bro. People would not be talking to me like this if I was on the job. Hell nah.
But my emotions got the best of me. I reached out and grabbed her arm, pulling her back so she couldn't get away. Suddenly, the other girl grabbed me from behind and body slammed me. When I hit the ground,
Body
the
slam?
wind got knocked out of me. I then started trying to get back up. The second I was able to get onto my knees, I looked up and saw her holding a bottle of pepper spray in my face. The next thing I knew, my eyes were blasted. I went blind immediately. Then the heat and fire engulfed my face, even my entire body. I couldn't breathe, and I was gagging uncontrollably. I panicked, screaming and flailing, trying to grab onto something.
I already took it, bro. I took it like 10, 15 minutes before stream. I'm gonna just have to thug that shit out a little bit more.
And pull myself up. I slammed into the shelves, knocking things onto the ground, and tripped onto the floor myself a few more times before I finally heard the voice of my coworker. They held on to me.
Now all that happened, and now the coworker wanna come. Shitty ass coworker. I'll be just as mad at the coworker too, bro.
And helped me calm down. Then led me to the bathroom to rinse out my eyes and mouth. They even called the ambulance for me, and I was taken to the hospital. There were many more minutes of pure agony before I felt like I could see or breathe anywhere close to normal, and the pain persisted for hours afterwards.
Now I be seeing,
out.
now I be seeing why the Wawa workers just be letting you go, bro. Because I'm not gonna lie, bro, it ain't even worth it chasing after some of these people, bro, or bothering them. Because some people really will steal and then beat your ass, maybe even threaten you with a gun or something, all over dumb stealing. Like you're the problem. It's crazy, bro.
Of course. By then, those girls had long since fled from the store, though it didn't take long for the cops to track them down and arrest them at their houses. The legal proceedings afterward were complicated by the actions I took, which were against policy, and their lawyers even argued that the assault was justified as self-defense because of them. Thankfully, they did get justice, but it's not like they were put away for very long. Now, whenever fall comes around, I remember this incident. Every time I have to clock in for Spirit Halloween, I'm afraid of
Yeah, bro. Next thing you just gotta mind your business, man.
2 women have been arrested after an attack on a worker at a North London, Ontario store. Police began investigating after an employee was pepper sprayed. Police and
So this is actually real.
responded to a Spirit Halloween at about 9:40 p.m. Wednesday night after an employee was allegedly attacked. Police and 2 women entered the business, where they were then observed concealing items in bags, and were subsequently asked to leave the store.
Stealing
An argument
from
broke
fucking
out,
Spirit
and one of the
Halloween.
employees
I've never even
was
heard of this
attacked with
place, I
pepper
don't think.
spray. Police were contacted, and the 2 women fled the store. Fortunately, the victims did not sustain serious injuries, police said. Both women were later arrested at their residences. As a result of the investigation, both women were released from custody and are due in the London court at a later date. The victim says there have been 7 different incidents over the past 3 months in which employees of the store have been physically attacked.
What y'all got going on in London, man? All right, number 2. The creepy fall cornfield incident.
There are plenty of reasons to not like fall. Kids go back to school, the warm weather goes away, and to people who dread visiting their family for the holidays. I, however, have a very specific reason for my anxiety during this season. Years ago, I was dating this guy named Kenneth, but he always went by Kenny. He had a stocky build and was quite muscular, just my type of man. He was the first.
He low-key remind me of Kenny from The Walking Dead, but why the fuck she got no fucking teeth, man? She just be gnawing on that shit, bro. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean, bro.
Person I got into a serious relationship after my ex, who left me after our son was born. Unfortunately, the relationship eventually fell off. Kenny became controlling. He would interrogate me every day, take my phone and go through it, always accusing me of cheating. When he found something he thought he proved, he would get violent. He made threats against me and my son, and if he wasn't attacking me, he was breaking things. It had become too difficult to get him to approve to any sort of hangout that didn't involve him, so I began to not tell him my plans. One day, when I got off work,
A dude like that, man, I don't think that's a good idea. You might as well just leave him, bro.
I went straight to meet up with a friend of mine for her birthday. My son was staying over at my mom's place for the night, and Kenny was supposed to be working late, so I didn't think he'd even find out. After a few hours, I eventually got home, and when I opened the door, Kenny was standing on the other side of the door waiting for me. Bitch, where have you been?
I was just at a friend's birthday, I swear.
Suddenly, Kenny grabbed me and threw me inside.
It's like, bro, if he already thinks you're cheating and then you go somewhere and not tell him where you're going, bro, I just give him more of a reason to like hit you. I'm not saying that's justified, but like, since bro's crazy,
I panicked and ran into the bedroom.
it's just
I started
bro.
packing a bag for myself so I could stay with my mom. But then Kenny came in. He threw me onto the bed and tried to pin me down. I fought back, kicking and clawing like a wild animal, and was able to get out from under him.
That's
I was
so
able
crazy.
to get out of the house and immediately drove to my mother's house. I hadn't told her how bad things had been between me and Kenny. That night, I sat there sobbing, confessing to my mother about the encounter I had with Kenny earlier, and all the bad shit he has done to me over the years. At that point, all we could do was call the police. I was reluctant because I was afraid of what Kenny might do, but ultimately did it. After an hour or so, Kenny got kicked out of my house, and I filed a restraining order against him. I also blocked his
Kenny
number
had
as
to
well
go,
as
bro.
all his social media accounts, and even changed the locks, officially ending our relationship by all means. We were separated for a few weeks, but this was not the end. One night, I was watching TV with my son when I got a random text. It was an unknown number, but I knew it was Kenny. The first few words in the message confirmed it too. It read, "It's gonna take more than that to stop me, bitch." He was...
Damn, nigga. He mad at you because he wanted to abuse you because he thought you were a cheater. Kenny gotta go, bro. Kenny has to go.
clearly trying to get back and get revenge. It just infuriated me that it had only been a matter of weeks, and he was already violating the restraining order. At first, I ignored the text, but a few seconds later, it started to ring. I was just trying to spend time with my kid and move on, and there was this asshole trying to ruin my life again. I couldn't believe I'd gotten involved with someone like him, but it was so much worse than I thought. What really made my heart sink was when I looked over at my living room window and saw Kenny standing right outside watching us.
Bro, of all the ways to demonstrate, bro, sitting at the window, this is how you choose to do it, bro. That shit was more funny than scary. Like, the fuck?
He had his phone in his hand and was smiling, having been out there for God knows how long. Let me in.
Baby, go to your room and hide.
I want to give that kid a little sibling, but I need your hole.
Leave me alone.
What are we getting into, bro? Nigga told my son, I need another hole. What the fuck?
Or I'm calling the cops.
Kenny didn't listen. He went over to the door and started trying to break in. I got my taser from my bag. Then I went to my son's room where we both hid at.
Should've got a switchy instead.
Then I waited, listening to Kenny pounding on the door, literally shaking the walls of the house. If he got through, I was ready to do everything I could to keep him from hurting me or my son. As the minutes dragged on, it seemed like that would be the case, but then the pounding stopped. Outside, the police arrived and scared Kenny off. He ended up running across the freeway and jumping the fence into the nearby corn maze. It was just weeks away from opening for Halloween, so the whole thing was complete with winding narrow passages through corn stalks 10 feet high. That's where Kenny decided to hide, ruining all the plans I had to take my son there when it opened. The police surrounded the place, then began searching for Kenny. While the search dragged on, they let us stay in the cruiser for safety, as we were terrified he would somehow come
Y'all
back.
should've, like...
It took hours for them to comb through the entire 4-acre maze. The cops looked everywhere in it but couldn't find him. That is until they finally caught him hiding in a chicken coop, also owned by the maze grower.
Why does he look
Kenny
scared?
was arrested and put in jail for violating the restraining order. It's been a while since then, so I
Should
wish
have
I
been
could
more
put this
than
all
just
behind
that.
me. Sadly, I can't help but think his business with me isn't over. Every fall, the fear that he will come back is at its highest. This story was inspired by a creepy fall incident where it took 2 hours, a plane, and 6 officers to track down a suspected stalker after he fled.
Oh yeah, they always tell you the real story
Police began
afterwards.
searching for Ryan Kenneth Watt, 29. On a Friday
I wonder if
evening
this is the
after his
actual... I
ex-girlfriend
don't... Probably
reported
not.
Watt had violated a restraining order by texting and calling her. Officers looked for Watt, whom they described as a transient with a history of stalking behavior at a homeless encampment, but couldn't find him.
It's not be wondering too, like, do y'all not be doing background checks on these type of dudes, bro? I feel like if I'm gonna take somebody serious when I'm an adult, bro, I have to do a background check. Like, any criminal record? Hell no, bro. Simple.
Police visited the campus,
especially for stalking. Hell no.
Just before 9 a.m.
I don't care how good they look.
A nearby freeway and into a corn maze that was being prepped for Halloween visitors and had not opened yet. Officers set up a perimeter around the corn maze, called the California Highway Patrol for backup, and deployed a fixed-wing aircraft to circle the field. Police combed the maze methodically, but still couldn't find Watt. Then one of the officers noticed a chicken coop about 20 feet from the edge of the maze. An officer kicked the door in and found Watt hiding inside. He was arrested without incident just before 11 a.m., police said. Investigators had been monitoring Watt even before his ex-girlfriend reported him, and said he had a history of showing up uninvited at the woman's home.
I want to do a real life maze, low key though.
Social media accounts and texting.
A real life maze does look pretty fun, but it's all about having the right group with you. Because some dudes, bro, if I walk up in that GC and say, "Let's go do a real life maze," bro, 99% of niggas not gonna do it, bro.
Her while she was with friends to say he's watching her.
Story number 3, man. I didn't even read that shit. Hold on, I need to read that before I read. They need to make the text better. Like, oh no, I can see on the stream is easy. On the stream it's easier to read, but on my screen, bro, horrible. The viral horrifying case that happened in fall.
This happened in the fall of 2010. At the time, I was married to my wife, and together we were raising our daughter, Jennifer. Even back in those times, things were far from perfect. Jennifer had been dating this low-life line cook, Daniel. She called him
looks very low life
because he was one of the quote-unquote bad boys, but I knew he was no good for her, so I made them break up. And sure, Jennifer was pissed, but my wife and I knew she would eventually get over it. She was still dependent on us until she was through with school, and that's what I wanted her to focus on.
Why is the animation changing not the animation, but like, why is the texture changing every time, bro?
But I knew what was best for my daughter. For a while, things were going great. Jennifer was getting good grades, and I never had to hear her talk about that Daniel guy anymore. This did not last forever, unfortunately. At some point, she started arriving home from school later than usual. Of course, I became suspicious, and my gut was telling me that she was seeing that piece of shit again. Knowing I would be fed more lies if I confronted her without evidence, I needed to catch them together. So one day, I called out of work. While she was getting ready for school, I snuck into my car and waited for her to leave. Then, I followed her, and just as I suspected, she didn't go anywhere near her school. In a blind rage, I got out of my car and pulled them apart, yelling, "Get your hands off my daughter, you scumbag!"
Dad, stop! You can't do this!
Shut up! I'll deal with your disgraceful ass when we get home. Don't talk down to her
I don't think that's not a way to talk to your daughter either.
like that, bro. Show some respect. Respect?
But
Bitch, I'm her father, and she's too young for you. I should call.
Oh, it's one of those type of situations. I understand that.
I then dragged Jennifer into my car and took her where she belonged, to school. I brought her into the front office, only to
skipping school to go see a guy that's of age, bro, when you're a minor is actually outrageous, bro.
find out that she was no longer enrolled. Apparently, she hasn't been going to school that entire fall semester. Those stellar report cards she'd been coming home with were all fakes that she forged with Daniel. My head.
But don't schools usually call when someone's not coming? Oh no, but she left the school. That's different. But I didn't even know you could leave a school without your parents' permission, right?
It started to spin as I realized she'd been hanging out with him instead of going to school this entire time. My wife nearly fainted when I brought Jennifer home and made her confess. We had no clue what to do at that moment, but to lock her inside a room so she could make no further mistakes. For those next few nights, our home was broken. We made sure Jennifer stayed in her room as we discussed our options. What kind of therapy or institution could put our daughter on the right track? One night, my wife and I were watching TV in the living room. The lights
was she
were off
escaped
to hide
again?
our faces from each other. We just wanted to watch something nice, to get into a better headspace. Then there was a knock at the door. More a pounding than a knock. We looked over, confused out of our minds. It was almost midnight. Who could be disturbing us at such a late hour? I slowly got up and told my wife to stay put. Knew it had to be that piece of shit Daniel.
I'm not answering the
But then,
fucking door
out
if
of
it's him, bro.
nowhere, the most disturbing, gut-wrenching thing I have ever seen happen before my eyes. The door...
Something like that pulls up to my door. I ain't gonna say what that is in GTA, bro, but I am erasing myself, bro. 2 dudes with a gun and then a guy with a mask like that. You see their eyes, bro? They just ready to eliminate you, bro. Hell nah, bro. Hell nah.
Flew open, and 3 men rushed inside with weapons, screaming and firing randomly. Suddenly, I got hit. I collapsed with the pain of the impact.
For protecting your own
knocking me
daughter,
out
by
of
the
my
way.
own body. The next moments were a blur. Get down now! Where's the money at? Show us the money, bitch! My wife wasn't even trying to run or fight back. She was in the middle of trying to tell them what they wanted, but in an instant, they killed her right in front of my eyes. Watching her get annihilated hurt more than any bullet ever could. The next thing I saw was all 3 of them working together to force my
And this
daughter
is
down
a
and
true
cut her
story,
up.
I'm pretty sure.
Then they started dragging her down the hall.
I thought they already
knew
shot her.
there was nothing
Oh, that's
I
his
could do to
daughter.
Stop them. Not while unarmed, wounded, and outnumbered. I felt such shame and guilt for abandoning my daughter to whatever they were going to do to her. But my only option was to escape while they were distracted and get help.
Nah,
So I
that's
crawled,
crazy,
gasping
bro.
for air and bleeding out until I was able to get outside, where a random stranger passing by on the sidewalk helped me to safety and called the police. I didn't know what was going on in the house as the ambulance took me away. At the hospital, they put me in a coma to keep me alive. When I woke up, I snapped out of it and recalled my daughter unbound and speaking in a friendly manner to one of the assailants. That's when I realized that she wasn't a victim. She planned it. She and her
That
worthless
stupid
boyfriend
fucking
had
daughter, bro.
orchestrated the
Disowned immediately, bro. I'm not tolerating no bullshit like this, bro. Hell no.
entire thing. They hired hitmen to take me and my wife out, just so they
Take
could
out
be
both of you.
together. My wife is gone. My daughter is in prison. I have nothing, and every time it becomes
I think I
fall,
heard about this story,
that
bro. I'm not
fact
sure.
is all I can think about. This story was inspired by a notorious horrific fall incident that happened on the night of November 8th, 2010. A frantic 911 call went out from a family home in Ontario, Canada. The caller, a young woman named Jennifer Pan, told dispatchers that she had been at home with her parents when armed men forced their way into the house and demanded money. Jennifer said that the intruders tied her up, took out her parents, then fled. As Jennifer pleaded with the dispatcher to send help, her father, Hui Han, could be heard in the background, screaming in agony. He miraculously survived the onslaught and needed urgent medical care. Her mother, Bi Han, passed away instantly. Initially, the Pans appeared to be the random victims of a deadly home invasion, a shocking anomaly in their quiet residential neighborhood.
Yeah.
But after
Whole
more
time it was a
details
freaking daughter.
emerged, it became clear that Jennifer knew more about what happened that night than she was letting on. Jennifer later confessed that she enlisted her then-boyfriend Daniel Wong to help her organize a plot to take out her parents. The murder was intended to look like a robbery gone wrong, assisted by 3 hitmen: David Mail Vaganum, Leonard Crawford.
Of course, he had to use our black brothers as the hitmen, man. I think they're all black. I don't know about a guy in the middle. Kind of looks a little something else, but
and Eric Carty, with Jennifer playing the part of a helpless witness. The motive behind the ordeal was because Jennifer Pan testified that her parents had strict expectations. She and her parents had a particularly strained relationship after she confessed
that still
that she
doesn't
had lied
justify
about
it,
her
man.
education and about being in a relationship with Daniel Wong, which caused her to do what she did. Hui Han Pan testified for the prosecution at his daughter's 2014 trial, at which Jennifer was sentenced to life in prison with the
Good.
possibility of parole after 25 years. Wong and the
She'll-
other hitmen
she'll-
were convicted
she'll learn her
as
lesson
well,
by then,
and
for
also
sure, man.
received life sentences with their possibility of parole after 25 years.
That is, bro. That's so crazy because, like, of all things, your daughter, man. All for some nut ass boyfriend that's a pedophile, bro. There is also a horror film I seen that I wanted to watch. Thirsty. Yeah, it was this one. We gonna watch these three. All right. We're gonna watch this one first. Get the shit on up. Bruh, this cough is so bad. This cough is like so bad right now. What the fuck? It's worse than the other days, bro. But yo, we literally 3 seconds in, this dude is already liking random girls on Instagram. Bro, the thing is, if you're gonna scroll through your feed, bro, and like random girls posts, I mean, if you're gonna scroll through your feed and see some bad joints, at least save it, bro. Liking the post is crazy. I'm not leaving that out there. Cause now everybody can see your shit. Holy fuck.
Let me see your phone.
No. Fine.
Oh, he doing that with a girl, bro?
Who is she?
Gotta be better than that, man.
I was just scrolling.
Really? Shows you liked a bunch of her photos and
A bunch of them is crazy, bro.
Damn girl, I'd drink you right up.
I was just being funny.
That's not game, my man. I'll drink you right up, bro. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
It's just a joke.
A joke. You gonna text a girl that and then say that's a joke, my brother. You deserve to get your ass beat.
Yeah.
Oh. What, you about to turn into a monster, bro?
No. You're thirsty.
Niggas got the shit I got. Why is she watching you drink? Oh, you can't drink any more water. Damn, you ain't have to do this to him. You just you just gonna keep on trying it? It's obviously not gonna work, low, bro. Maybe try to like grab it with your hands and then do it. I don't know. Yeah, well, you see it just work. Grab it with your hands, dude. What the hell?
Like I said, you're thirsty.
Damn. Well, that was something. Bro died because he wanted to like random girls' pictures. Don't be like that guy. That's for sure. We've been here for about 30 minutes. I'll probably watch this video, then we're going to be done because this cough is really bad. And I know this is a bad experience for you guys as well. I heard the last one we'll be watching is Mora. About 12 minutes long. Let's see what it is about. 3 million views, so it gotta be decent. Wait, I didn't even get to see what the fuck that shit said. Woman made of rotten meat laying on the floor in a splattered with dark red paint. What the fuck? Oh, it's AI. Wait. It's like a... Okay, I'm starting to understand it a little bit. But I thought AI... Don't most of them not even let you, like, create shit like this? Or maybe it's, maybe it's if you pay for it. This dude is insane, bro. Nah, that is like true though. With AI nowadays, bro, people can create whatever they want, and that's actually kind of scary, bro, because we already know what type of people are out in this world, bro, and they can create. They can create, bro. I don't want to speak on what they can create, bro, but it's things like what this guy's looking up, and from ranging from that to freaking kids, bro, and all of that. It's crazy, bro. They should have a limit to all that shit. He just eating a shitty ass apple while he's doing it too.
You still working?
I don't think bro's working.
Jesus, Cody.
The rumor online is that this woman, Mora, will show up in AI images if you use the right prompts, but it's only with pictures of death and gore. Like she's drawn to it. Here.
People have found these pictures.
So why the
of
fuck would you want to look that up,
Reddit.
though?
She shows up visually consistent in all of them. Same scars, same elongated arm. Totally unprompted.
It's basically impossible for an AI to do.
If I can just reverse engineer these sightings, find the right prompt, I know I can find her.
Why would you want to find her?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, actually, she's an anomaly. If I can reliably catch the first ghost in the machine, I could really make a name for myself, like, for us in this space.
Jesus.
Why did they do that?
Is that
Huh.
really what you want to be known for?
Yeah,
And you got her on her fucking knees to go watch this show on that hard ass floor. I could never.
I didn't say it, but it's the same story I've heard everywhere. Why pay an artist when you can have the AI do it for free?
Cause you gotta be ethical, man.
Your work has personality. An AI can't do that.
Yeah, exactly.
No, personality doesn't keep the lights on.
That is true.
Need something.
It
more
depends on what
shocking
you're
than
doing.
we've seen above the noise now.
You know, your ghost doesn't look like she wants to be caught.
What?
She just looks so sad and alone.
Yeah, and her forehead is fucking huge, like Senna.
I was trapped in pictures like that. I'm going to sleep. Show her your new music, Cody.
Yeah. You play stupid games, win stupid prizes, guys. People made him meet maggots and rot traps, sad and alone. Like, who the fuck would want to see shit like this is my question, bro, besides people like him. She looking dead in your soda, so I don't know about that one. Bro, it's not finishing? Hell nah. Shut down that whole fucking computer, bro. Oh yeah. Hey, I'm slamming that PC shut immediately, bro. I will unplug everything off that damn house, bro. If I see something like that happen. And this nigga still got the 2 monitors up. Fuck no. Why did he lock in so fast? Am I tripping, bro? See, that nigga locked in instantly. Instantly. What the AI about duplicate something? Wait, oh, did she have multiple fingers or something? Too many fingers? Absolutely the fuck not.
Oh shit. I found you.
How was he not phased at his spaz in his computer? But this is her before. Now it's showing him everything that happened to her. They tortured the shit out of her. Holy shit. My bad. Let me see. 190 degrees Fahrenheit. Holy smokes. He's about to explode his computer, bro. I was making so much AI, you can't even escape it. It's over. Unplug, bro. It's like 400 degrees. Yeah, you waited way too long before you unplugged it, bro. Did they give him a shock or something? Huh. How though? Where's his wife? Oh, that looks fucking gunky. Ew. Yeah, he just realizing the maggots now. All because you want to be an idiot. This is completely avoidable, by the way. Alright, my bad, guys. I had to text someone real quick. Was she about to pull up behind? Oh yeah, she humming already, bro. Belts ass, bro. Just enjoy, low, bro. Enjoy. And your wife just still asleep this whole time. Brother. Oh, she's on your computer. I'll let her have it, bro. I'm taking my ass outside the house, bro. You can have my computer. Simple.
Hannah?
Her name is Anna Gigi's, bro. She got like fucking 20 fingers, bro. She about to jump scare me. Hell no. She started. The whole floor is maggots. GG's, bro. GG's, bro. Scream of pure agony. I gotta watch one more. The changing room looks pretty good. I gotta see that one next. This, I promise, this is the last one, guys. The changing room will be the last one. But nah, that one was actually pretty good. The last one we just seen. I think I might have seen this one before. I'm not sure though. Oh shit, my OBS is in the way. What's up with these loud music like off rip, bro? This area is closed off. Why are you sneaking into a changing room, bro? That's a rare aesthetic, to be honest. Being in an abandoned changing room. Yeah. This is, I would just, I mean, yeah, that would be kind of cool at first, but like, that's so creepy to me. And how did you even get back here is my question. That should have been your second cue to get the fuck out of here. Are you staring at me like that? I'm just as scared as you. You're still sitting here. I would have played it off so low key when I leave too. Oh hell no. Bro, it has a, yeah, it's too late now. I told you I would have did it smoothly so you don't expect me, bro. Yeah, nobody's gonna be there, buddy. And if you do, and if they are there, you're getting arrested. Well, you might as well, bro. You might as well throw your dukes up and start fighting him, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Every time I press space bar, that keeps happening for some reason. Bro, just throw the dukes up and fight his ass, bro. He already got something to his neck. That means he, like, come on, bro. We could rumble that. Should be weakened, but you know how they be. They probably got powers in this shit. That ain't gonna save you, bro. If you could see him, he can see you. He about to grab the shit out that phone, isn't he? R.I.P. You're not breaking out that shit. You're not. I'm pretty sure that's it. Yeah, that's the final one for tonight, bro. I'm tired of coughing and trying to talk to y'all. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, and comment for more videos from me. Izzy Knockout. Y'all see y'all in the next one. Peace out. Now, for people in my stream, if there is anyone there, see y'all. I will probably be streaming on like Thursday because I gotta take like 3 days off, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Hopefully I'm not sick by then. And then we'll be back with some gameplay and maybe some reactions as well. Might try to change it up a little bit. But see you guys. Hope you guys have a nice night. Peace out.